Alright, well, what is going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new episode today. Welcome to the Masai Gains channel. If you're a new subscriber to the Masai Gains channel, I highly recommend you hit that subscribe button. You can expect all the best Land Cruiser content from the Masai Gains channel right here in Kenya. I do have myself 2 Land Cruisers, and I absolutely love my Land Cruisers. So if you love Land Cruisers, this is the right place. You've reached the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and consider hitting that bell icon. Now, on another fantastic Sunday today, and I wanted to take you guys through the Land Cruiser market in Kenya. So where is the Land Cruiser market in Kenya right now? What can you expect in terms of pricing for each generation? And where is the market headed from this point on in the future, considering all the uncertainty in the world and everything that's sort of going on with the V8s being cancelled? Here's everything you need to know if you're getting into a Land Cruiser, if you're going to buy a Land Cruiser in 2024. Here's everything you need to know about pricing, guys. The 80 series, of course, is aging on now. They are becoming slightly older. So it always starts to become a bit harder to find a super clean, pristine, well-kept vehicle. But they do still exist, and some people do keep their vehicles very well. So this is something to note for all Land Cruisers. Prices will vary significantly based on condition, based on previous maintenance, and based on mechanical and body condition, repainting, all that sorts of stuff, engine work, vehicles that have been serviced more regularly, more oil changes, vehicles that look cleaner will definitely fetch more value. So if you're getting into the market 80 series, you can expect to pay anywhere from 1.4 for a bad condition 80 series to up to even 3 million, 3.5 million shillings, guys, for a very well sorted, high quality 80 series, even if it's petrol or diesel. But the diesel, you might pay a bit more. But I must say, for the 80 series, they had the 1HD the 1HDT diesel, which it was known to have big end bearing issues. And so for the 80 series diesels, I'd definitely say the petrols, in today's day and age, in 2024, you're more likely to find a petrol in a better condition than one of those diesels. But you can expect to pay anywhere from those price ranges, which is quite a large price range. Now, let's go straight to the 100 series, guys. The 100 series Land Cruiser started from 1998 all the way up to 2007. So early model Land Cruiser 100 series, they had, of course, the 4-speed transmission. In 2003, they updated to the 5-speed transmission, which of course gives you much better fuel economy. So the 4-speed was, I believe, the A442F transmission. And you had less gears, and they could give you more issues if you are towing stuff or anything like that. The 4-speed is known to kind of slip gears. So early model Land Cruiser 100 series will not fetch the same values as later model Land Cruiser 100 series. So if we're talking about 1998 all the way up to 2002, those Land Cruiser 100 series models, you can expect to pay anywhere from 2 million to 3.5 million. So it depends. It still depends on whether it's a diesel or a petrol. Now with the 100 series, the diesel 1HD FTE, that'll fetch good value. It's a very good engine, and so you can expect to pay for a 1HD FTE, you can expect to pay upward of 3 million shillings, even if it's an early model 100 series. But the vehicle has to be in very good condition, guys. The diesel has to be in good condition. Now the 4.7 liter V8s, the 2UZ-FE, you guys know this engine is really reliable. So as long as it's not been overheated, or the oil changes, the service has not been done, as long as the service and all these items have been done, then the 2UZ-FE can also fetch great value. But it's highly dependent on condition of vehicles. And I must get this clear with you guys, because a lot of people who have not entered Land Cruisers, they'll see this range in price values. You'll see 2.2 million for a 100 series, and then you'll see 3.8 million for a 100 series, and you'll you'll want to ding the 3.8 million one. You'll want to say it's not worth 3.8. It should be 2.2 or 2.5. But guys, I must let you know, the car market is all about willing buyer, willing seller. So it really depends on the condition of vehicle you have and finding the right buyer for the vehicle you have. You could have a vehicle that's in pristine condition and worth 3.6 million or 3.8 million shillings. Like this particular Cygnus that I'm driving is a 2007, so the final year of the 100 series, and that is of course the most sought after. So a 2007 Land Cruiser Cygnus, petrol even, I would not sell for anything under 4 million shillings, simply because of condition, simply because it is pristine. You can't go out in the market and buy another one. It's a unicorn. And so it all depends on condition, and condition varies. It can be many things. You can have 100 series Land Cruisers that people have not maintained their sunroofs or their sun drains, and so you'll notice dampness over here. You'll notice a damp smell in the cabin. Straight away, those will not fetch the same values, because straight away, water is a big killer of 100 series Land Cruisers, simply because of the added electronics that came with the 100 series and the 200 series. You guys have to remember that water causes all sorts of havoc in the 100 series, especially when it enters from the sunroof and the drain, and especially as it comes down this A-pillar. You will have all sorts of electrical gremlins, including even damage to your fuse box. The vehicle might not start. So 100 series Land Cruisers that have a damp smell in the interior, I'd be very worried. It's not as easy as saying, it's just a bit of dampness, guys, we'll just get it taken care of. That dampness can rust all the sunroof rails. That dampness can rust other things inside here, and it really starts to add up quickly, guys. So 100 series Land Cruiser can vary significantly, but if you do go for 2003, the 2003 model and after, you do get the 5-speed transmission, so it is a bit more sought after. So I would say 2003 to 2007 Land Cruisers, let's talk about petrol V8, you can expect to pay anywhere from 3 million and above for well sorted, clean and nice vehicles, and the values can even go higher, guys. So everything depends on willing buyer, willing seller, and everything depends on that pristine condition. If you're someone who maintains your vehicle, if you're someone who loves your vehicle, like I love my vehicles, I don't spare expense on car care products or those kind of things, because I love to leather clean the car. I love to clean, I love to maintain the paint work, and so yeah, you maintain those things, you will fetch better value, guys. So 100 series can almost go to an upper limit of 4 million shillings, which is about $30,000 right now in 2024. And you guys have to remember, I'm giving you this update right now, so it is based on 2024 pricing in the market right now, and in the future it could be totally different. But one thing we have to say is that Land Cruisers do hold their value as long as you buy your Land Cruiser at the end of the depreciation curve. Now, what do I mean by the end of the depreciation curve? Well, there tends to be a curve where when a vehicle is new, it depreciates much faster. But as the vehicle hits 12, 13, 15 years old, that depreciation curve somehow levels out. And when the depreciation curve levels out, that is where you want to get in and buy your used Land Cruiser, because then you will assure yourself that you don't lose value. And why do Land Cruisers come as such a good investment? Because in this market, especially in Kenya, where a lot of people drive Land Cruisers, you guys have seen that, so it's a sought after vehicle. People love the Land Cruisers. Spare parts are available easily. They do fetch value, so they're a great store of value as well. If you buy at the right price, you could end up selling 5, 6, 7 years later at the same price or even a bit more, guys. So you could even make money. So as a store of value, Toyota Land Cruisers hold their value really well. Now let's go quickly to 200 series, because I will definitely tell you, I've not seen that the 200 series, the early models, are holding value particularly well. So let's talk about 2008 and 2009 and even 2010 Land Cruiser 200 series. Well, the petrol versions, I have seen some even at 3.5 million shillings, guys. So, you know, early model 200 series are selling at lower price than late model 100 series, and that's an insane thing. So people are clearly seeing that, you know, the late model 100 series, it's still got the 2U ZFE, so it's still got the wonderful engine, it's got the 5-speed transmission, it's got the wonderful body lines and the design. And so, you know, willing buyer, willing seller. Some people are seeing more value in those later model 100 series versus early model 200 series. So if you get a 2008, 2009 or 2010 200 series right now, and we're talking about the 4.7 liter V8, you can expect to pay anything from 3.5 to 4.5 million shillings, which is just about 30 to 32, $33,000 at current market prices, guys. Now, later model 200 series seem to be holding their value a bit better. So once you hit the 2011 200 series, which had the revised 4.6 liter V8, and as you go into later models, the values can hold better. But you guys have to also remember that in the Kenyan market, guys, a lot of people are facelifting the 200 series, and it's become an extremely common thing. It wasn't so common to facelift 100 series. In fact, it was difficult to do so. But with the 200 series, unfortunately, it's so easy to facelift, and so everyone is just butchering their 200 series. Everyone is just chucking the headlights, putting updated headlights, chucking the bumpers, putting different bumpers. And when you look at these vehicles, you have to realize that when you facelift a vehicle, you have to repaint it. So a lot of these 200 series, especially the early models, guys, are not fetching the value that they should, because they've already been facelifted. Showroom paint has already been butchered for cheaper paint. The facelifting has not been done particularly well, so you get panel gaps. And it's something that has really kept me with my 100 series, you know. I've not had that urge to get a 200 yet, because I can't afford like a 2016, which is what I want to get, what I would want to get. And these early models are all just being butchered by facelifts and all these silly upgrades and aftermarket headlights, and I hate that stuff. So again, willing buyer, willing seller, and it depends very much on condition, and if a vehicle has been kept stock, and if a vehicle has not been facelifted and repainted. But definitely, if you go for a well-sorted 200 series 2011 model or above, you could pay anywhere from 5.5 all the way up to 8.5 million shillings for a 2016 version. So 2011 to 2016 versions of 200 series, well-kept ones, can vary from $40,000 all the way up to $55,000. So that's the current market right now, and this is, of course, we're talking used prices, guys. I'm sure a lot of you in US are surprised, because you guys can get a brand new vehicle for $70,000, $75,000. So you guys are obviously very lucky, and we have a crazy duty structure that means that you have to be supremely rich to get a brand new 2024 Land Cruiser. 300 series, guys, those are brand new and very expensive. You're talking about way over $150,000, and yeah, it gets crazy after that. So a quick video for you guys today. I wanted to go over the market and just explain what you're getting yourself into, and if you want a 200 series that you can buy, mod up, and it will still maintain its value, and you do want to do modifications and upgrades, then you could go for those early model 200 series, because anyways you're going to paint them up and change them up. But if you want a showroom condition, nice sorted 200 series, I'd say go for a 2011 version or above, and you'll be happy. They did make some small changes from 08 to 2011 that brought in a bit more of the reliability. So, you know, that is sort of what you can expect from the market here in Kenya, guys, but it does vary significantly, and it's based on condition of vehicle, and that will always be the trump card. That will always be the main thing to look out for when purchasing a Land Cruiser in this market. Condition, condition, condition. I can't say it enough. And if you have a vehicle that you have kept in very good condition, you best believe that there will be a buyer out there in the market that will take your vehicle at the value that you believe and seek and believe it's worth. And that's why I maintain my vehicles really well, because I believe one day if I do need to sell, someone will be very, very happy. And I have sold vehicles in the past, and I have seen how quickly they're taken up and how quickly they've been bought, and I know that's because of how I maintain my vehicles, and you guys know that as well. You guys watch that on this channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. I thought I wanted to round up this topic to go over the Land Cruiser prices and what you can expect to pay and why they vary so much, because you guys have to remember that even later model 200 series, they did come with more gears, right? The transmissions went from 6 gears to 8 gears, and you got small updates, like updates in the radiator. So I hope you enjoyed this video, the camera angle, so you can enjoy the nuances of driving the Cygnus. I just love getting into this soft, smooth, wallowy ride quality of Cygnus and just have a good drive. So all the new subscribers, thank you for watching the Masai Gains channel. Lots more unbelievable, exciting content coming up. So I hope you guys enjoy, and it's Masai Gains checking out.